and all the suffering indigenous populations in the damnable zoological republic are set free. Chineke na nke pụrụ m ihe niile Chukwu okike abịa onye na-efe na aja aha nsọ ya mma mgbe niile. Onye ọbụla na ya na-achị eluigwe n'ụwa na-agba akaebe ịhụnanya gị na ebere gị amara gị na ọmịiko gị ebe ndị gị na-eze ebede ngọzi. Anyị wee na-etoghị agbanyeghị atụmatụ ọjọọ niile nke ndị iro. Iwe nye anyị ndụ ala nke dị n'uwere n'ụbọchị nke taa. Anyị wee na-asị na ịja mma niile otu niile dịrị aha nsọ gị. Onye ọbụla na ya ka ike niile nọ n'ọbadara aka ya. Anyị wee na-akpọku gị na-asị gị na nke ọma anyị ga-ekele gị, nke ọjọọ ma anyị kelee gị. Anyị wee na-aja gị mma, wee na-eto gị, wee na-asọpụrụ gị n'isi ụmụ gị niile bụ ndị ikwu ndị wee ezi okwu mgbe a kpọrọ ha ka ha wee chekwaa ala nsọ gị bụ Biafra onye nwe m na Chineke na ihe n'ikpere anyị nkwa na o mekataghị ka ndị iro wee were ala nsọ Biafra onye nwe m na Chineke na nke bi n'igwe. Agbanyeghị atụmatụ ọjọọ niile nke ndị iro ma ndị na-agba mgbagba ebe niile dị iche iche onye nwe m na Chineke nna n'ihere bụ nke ndị dị etu a n'ụbọchị nke taa. Anyị wee na-eto gị, wee na-asị onye nwe anyị na Chineke nna nke pụrụ m ihe niile, onye ọ bụ naanị ya na-azọpụta, onye ọ bụ naanị ya bụ okwu ya niile bụ ihe na amen. Anyị wee na-asị ezi ebube dị ngọzi na ọtụtụ na ịja mma na nsọpụrụ site n'ebighị ebi ma ruo n'ebighị ebi. Ise ise ise.
Trying to frame up ESN, and it was because they were trying to frame up ESN they formed that very unknown government. When they formed it, they tried and tried and tried. They couldn't succeed because Biafra were awake. We were always on the media telling people what was happening, and Chukwu Okike was helping us to reveal. A member of the DSS was caught, was killed in the process as an unknown gunman. A Fulani man was killed as an unknown gunman. Have you ever seen any unknown gunman caught and he said that he's a member of ESN? It has never happened. Since they started that blackmail up to date, there was never a day somebody was caught and they said this person is a member of ESN and is an unknown gunman. It never happened. The unknown gunmen that were caught and the one that were killed, they are all members of DSS and Fulanis. They did that. It didn't work for them. Dave Umahi went back and began to form the Bubago. They formed a Bubago. Then those very foot soldiers they were using as unknown gunmen, they changed them to a Bubago. They gave them uniform. They legalized them to begin to kill us. And if you can see how evil they are, when the Bubago started, they begin to kill themselves. Just the same thing they were doing. And the politicians begin to cry. When it began to affect the politicians, they begin to cry. They begin to protest against the Bubago, a Bubago that they created themselves. They begin to protest. They go to their house of assembly and begin to talk about banning a Bubago. They begin to discuss about banning a Bubago. These people who are talking about banning a Bubago, it is because the Bubago have turned against them themselves. But they can never go and talk about the military that is killing the innocent people in Biafra land. They don't talk about it. Go and watch, see many videos flying on social media. You cannot even see the news on their conventional media. No conventional media reports about it. No single conventional media reports about the killing of Biafran people. None of them, not even one. Are you talking about international media? When your conventional media cannot report it, how do you expect the international media to talk about it? We see videos every day where properties of Biafran people are destroyed. Properties destroyed, people killed, their house burned, not because they were terrorists, not because they were kidnappers, not because they were seen with arms, not because they belong to ESN or whatever, not because they did anything wrong, simply because they are Biafrans. Simply because they identify themselves as Biafrans. Simply because they told the people whom they are, they claim whom they are not pretending about it. That is why they're being killed. In a contraption where you see a person from the Fulani, a person from the northern part of Nigeria will come out and tell you that I am Arewa. In their house of, in the House of Senate, a Fulani man will come out and say I am Arewa. He will say it and shout it on top of his voice. Even Buhari will call himself Arewa. Somebody from Oduduwa land will stand and say, I'm Oduduwa. Even Oduduwa people, they are singing their national. A governor came out and forced their national anthem on their students. A governor in Oduduwa land told the student to be singing national anthem of Oduduwa. Even the national anthem of Oduduwa was sang in the Senate. But when you come to the issue of Biafra, nobody wants to associate themselves with Biafra. No single senator is representing Biafra, let alone singing Biafra's national anthem. They don't even want to, they don't even want to agree to be Biafra. That is why a governor will come out and say that his own state is not part of Biafra. Today, he has seen his fate. Today, you see, he has seen what is happening to him, and more is going to happen to him. We don't have any representation. They don't want us. They don't want us anywhere around them. So why must we continue to force ourselves into that very environment? That is why every single Biafran, wherever you are, the struggle is no longer, the restoration of Biafra has become a compulsory thing that we must do. We are in restoration, and Biafra must be restored. It must be restored. Who are those that are going to do it? It is you and I. Every one of you that is watching me, you are going to participate in the restoration of Biafra by sharing this video, by communicating to your people in Biafra land, telling them to join the sit at home on Sunday and on Monday. Let there be a ghost town. Let there be a ghost town in Biafra land, Sunday and Monday. Let there be a ghost town. Let the churches begin to complain. Let those GOs begin to see their churches empty. It is not a fight against God. It is not a fight against God. It is a fight even to redeem Christianity. It is a fight to redeem Christianity and let those people who claim to be Christian begin to do the right thing. It is not a fight against God. Every one of us has to play a role. Embark in the massive civil disobedience. Engage in it. You have to get involved. Every one of us has to get. Forget about people who decide to come against, who are preaching, who are talking rubbish. They are not. They are inconsequential. When you talk about people, when you gossip about people, you're just making them relevant. Focus on your freedom. Our focus starts with freedom. Forward ever and backward never. Let us focus on our freedom. Because whatever they are saying is not having effect. It is only when you begin to pay the attention to them, that is when their word begins to have effect. You see them, they have gone to Biafra up to the extent of sharing flyers. They share flyers to Biafran people and tell them there will be no sit at home anymore. We are no longer embarking a sit at home. The flyer could not stop them. They went to begin to act as informants, begin to arrest people who are sitting at home. Yet they couldn't stop Biafrans. What haven't they done? They shot at people, killed people because they wanted them to stop sitting at home. Did it stop? It didn't stop. Because Chukwu Okeke is in charge. And Biafran people in Biafra land know what they want. They know what they want. The time for restoration is now. We cannot stop. We can't stop. Not now. Not now. No matter how they try to stop us, no matter the angle they are coming from, no matter where they can never ever stop it. They can't stop us. If they succeed, it is you and I that make them succeed. If they succeed, it is you and I. Remember, in one of the brokers of Nnamdi Kanu is the only say that the only way that the caliphate can conquer us is by dividing us. The only way the caliphate can conquer us is by dividing us. That is why we must not pay attention to any division. We must not pay attention. The thing you have to pay attention to at all times is freedom, freedom, freedom. Freedom. That is the only language. Anybody that is saying anything in his platform apart from freedom, you don't pay attention. When somebody is talking about your freedom, talking about freedom, your own freedom, you have to pay attention. That is the only thing that connects every one of us, including those who are about to us. They need freedom also. But because they don't have that mental toughness to say no to bribery, that is why they have fallen into it. Where we meet is freedom. That is the message we have to preach. Message of freedom. We must get our freedom by all means possible. That is the only, let me tell you, focus on freedom. Don't be distracted with any gossip, with any distraction. Let me tell you, even if the leadership of IPOB, if they change today and bring a suggestion that will lead us to our freedom, every one of us will campaign and support it. If the leadership for IPOB change, if they change today and begin to bring things that we know, every human being know that will bring Biafra. If they change and begin to do things that we know that will bring Biafra, we will support them 100%. We will. We will support. But when you are not doing anything, we're not bringing anything, your tank is empty. We thank you for the ones you have done in the past. We appreciate you for every effort you have put in the past. We appreciate you for keeping the struggle up to the state that it is. But now that your head is empty, you have exhausted all your effort, you have exhausted all your experience, you have exhausted all your idea. Allow people who still have their tank full to continue to release what they have in stock. There are still so many Biafrans that are very vibrant. There are so many Biafrans who Chukwu Okeke is using. There are so many Biafrans who Chukwu Okeke has spoken to. There are so many Biafrans whom their brain is still filled up with information, with ideas on how to get Biafra. Allow them to operate. Allow them. Don't fight against them. Don't fight against them. We are in a stage of the struggle where every one of us have to play a role. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have done what he has to do for us. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has done everything he has to do for Biafran people. He has done a wonderful work for us. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has fought a great battle for you and I. He has done a wonderful work. He has done things that no one have done. At least he has made us awake. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have made us to realize that the whole southeastern region, that we are from one's ancestral parents. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have made every one of us to realize that every one of us living in the old southeastern region, the present south-south and the southeast with the lower Benue, we are all Biafran people. That is what we are. And we are from one ancestral parents. We are one people, one family. That is what we are. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu preach that message of love, and every one of us begin to see ourselves as one. We realize whom we are. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not stop there. He extended that very handshake to our brothers in the Ududua land. Our brothers in the Ududua land began to see Biafrans as friends. They began to see Biafrans as friends and partners, not as enemies. They began to see Biafrans as partners, partners in freedom, partners in the fight. Our Ududua brothers today, they can stand on the same platform with us and protest. You will see Ududua person holding the Biafra flag. You will see a Biafran person holding Ududua flag, raising it up, demanding for self-determination. That is the work Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have done. It has never happened in any time in history. It was only during the tenure of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that you see Ududua protesting on behalf of Biafra, Biafra protesting on behalf of Ududua, each raising each other's flag, standing shoulder to shoulder. And one Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said that the kind of relationship we have with the Ududua brothers today, it is buried in oath. It is not just a mere saying. It is buried in oath, and nobody can destroy it. They can't. They think that they can use their Tinubu presidency to destroy it. Tinubu presidency cannot destroy the love that have the kind of handshake, the friendship that have been established between the Ududua people and the Biafrans. Tinubu presidency cannot destroy it. They cannot dare. They can't even go anywhere close. That is the work Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have done. And today, that man who have done this great work is in the hand of the enemy. The only thing that you and I owe him is to do everything possible to see that he is being released. And let me tell you, if you are a Biafran and you are still waiting for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to free you while he is in the hand of the enemy, you are still waiting for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to come and fight for you from DSS. You are a mad person. You are a wicked person. You are heartless. If you are still waiting for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to come and speak to you from DSS, to send you information, to fight, even when he was fighting for you, when he was outside, when he has some little freedom, he was fighting for you. He gave you everything. He gave his life, gave his family, gave everything to you. And today, he's in the hand of the enemy. Instead of you to fight for him, you still want him to fight for you. That means you have not learned anything. It means that you have not learned anything from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And that is why I support 100% when our brother Samuel Ekpa said that we will no longer take command from the DSS. Any second-hand information from the DSS said that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said this, we will not obey it. We will not take any command anymore from there, because it is our responsibility to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, not him to continue to fight for us while he's in captivity. No. It is our responsibility to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu remains the leader of the struggle, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, undoubtedly, unchallenged. He remains, but it is our responsibility to free him. Now the Biafran people are going to take charge, take their destiny into their own hand, to free themselves and free their leader. That is the state that we're in. And why we will not take any instruction from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is because now Biafran people are taking action, and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will not be held responsible for any action that we take today. We know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in the Janjaweed court. He is in their court. He is in their court. He's in the DSS. So we don't want them to accuse Mazi Nnamdi Kanu of any action that we're going to take, because we will take action. We cannot fold our hands and continue to watch them to kill us. We cannot fold our hand and continue to watch them to demonize us. We cannot fold our hand and continue to watch them destroy our businesses, burn our homes. We are going to take action. And the action we're going to take is Biafran people themselves. We have come together to say, after 15th, we don't want to see any military man in Biafra land. That is the decision of Biafran people. It is not the decision of Simon Ekpa. Simon Ekpa is just a mouthpiece that Chukwu Okeke spoke our mind through him. He's just a mouthpiece that Chukwu Okeke used to speak. It is the Biafran people that have decided that from after 15th, we don't want to see any military conducting any operation in Biafra land. We don't want to see them in our villages. We don't want to see them. They should go back to their barracks. They should go back to their barracks. If they want to do any training, they should go to the north. That is where we are. That is the decision that Biafran people have taken. And nobody can turn it, you can't turn it around. Because that decision has been permitted by Chukwu Kabiama. Chukwu Kabiama have permitted it. We will protect ourselves. We will protect ourselves. And every Biafra has to wake up. It is our responsibility now to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and free ourselves. Stop waiting for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to come and fight for you from the DSS or to send you information from DSS. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in the net of the enemy. And the lawyers have told us, our lawyers have told us that they cannot be able to have any private discussion with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The lawyers told us that where Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is bugged. The place is bugged. They can't be able to have any meaningful communication with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Then why will any sensible person be waiting for any information? Why will any sensible people be waiting for critical information to come from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from DSS when the place is bugged? Do you think that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu can be taking a decision that will in fact affect the progress of Biafra in the presence of the DSS? Do you think that? If you think so, you are just stupid. If you think that way, you are stupid. And that is the way we will not, that is why we say we are going to be working according to the instruction of Chukwu Kabiam. Biafrans will be taking their decisions according to the direction of Chukwu Kabiam. Chukwu Kabiam will speak the mind of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He will speak the mind of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to us, and we on the ground will take action. We that still have a little freedom, we will take action. Chukwu Kabiam will tell us the mindset of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, what he wants us to do. We will continue to do it. We can't be waiting for any second-hand information or false information that will tell us that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said. Today, it is our responsibility to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and we must free him. We must free him. We are dealing with monsters. We are dealing with monsters, wicked people who doesn't have conscience. People who don't have conscience. They don't have conscience. They don't care about you. Neither do they care about me. They don't care about the poor masses. They don't care about you. They don't care about you. Absolutely. The contraption called Nigeria was not built for you, by the way. Nigeria was not established to serve it was not established to serve the Biafran people. The company called Nigeria was not established to serve the Ududua people. The company called Nigeria was not established to serve the Middle Beltans. The company called Nigeria was not established to serve even the Northerners. But it was established to serve the British interests. That is why, as long as the oil is still flowing to Britain, they will support any evil that is happening in Biafran land. As long as anybody have volunteered him or herself as a willing tool, just as the Fulani Caliphate have done. Fulani Caliphate have given themselves as a willing tool that British will use to continue to oppress us and begin to drain us and make sure that the oil continue to flow in their land. That is what they are doing, and they have continued to do that. As long as you are ready to play to the role of the Caliphate, they will allow you. They will always support you, and they will allow you. They don't care about you and I. Please, if you're joining the broadcast, keep your phone parallel. Don't keep your phone straight. If you want to join the broadcast, keep your phone parallel. Don't keep it straight. If you keep your phone straight, you cannot join. You keep it parallel, you can be able to join. So that is it. The company called Nigeria is not established for anybody's interest. It was established for the interest of the British. And that is why they have continued in their evil act. They have continued in their manipulation. They have continued to support everything that is wrong against the indigenous people. And the only man who has stood up and said that it cannot happen again is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is different from every other agitator. He's different from every other human rights activist. He's different from any other person. He's the only man who has stood up and said that Biafrans and any indigenous tribe in Nigeria will not continue to suffer. And when he's asking for the freedom of the people, he is not going by war. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have never at any time declared war in Nigeria. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was only asking for self-determination for Biafran people through referendum. Conduct referendum. Let the people decide where they want to be. If at the end of the referendum, Biafran people choose to remain in Nigeria, of course, nobody's going to force them out. Nobody is going to stop them. If Biafrans choose to remain in Nigeria after referendum, so be it. All of us, let's stay there and die. But for the fact that we do not choose to be in Nigeria today, we cannot accept that. And that is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is pursuing. The difference with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu identified the problem and offered solution. So many of them in that contraption called Nigeria, including their lawmakers, all those who call themselves human rights activists. Every human rights activist, they know the problem. They identify the problem. Even the lawmakers, they identify the problem. Including Obasanjo, identify the problem. But when you come to solution, they will never offer solution, because when Nigeria is being destroyed, they will remain relevant. They don't have solution. They don't have solution. They will complain and complain. You will see them, they will come to their conventional media. They say, I want a Nigeria where there will be equity and justice. That is their language. They will talk and talk and talk. They say, I don't want a Nigeria where people will be treated equal. We want a Nigeria where everybody will have a role to play. This is what they preach in their conventional media. But ask them, how can you get such a Nigeria? That is the question. How? How can you get a Nigeria where there will be equity and justice? They don't have an answer. The kind of Nigeria they have now is a Nigeria where inequality, injustice is in their constitution. Injustice is being institutionalized in their constitution, and they are protecting that constitution. They are protecting that constitution. They don't want to throw it away. They don't want to write a constitution that has to involve the people. They don't want to allow the people to write their constitution. They imposed a constitution that institutionalized injustice in Nigeria. And how can anybody on the planet Earth think that such a country can work? A country where you bring people who doesn't have anything in common and mix them up together. People without any common interests, people without anything in common, they brought out, bring from different angles and put them together. They don't have the same ideology. They don't have different in their pursuit. Their religion is not the same. Their mode of life is not the same. Some may value cow more than their own life. Some value human more than any other thing. How can you put this with and match them together by force? How can such a country succeed? A country where they have put a system where an illiterate will become a president, while an educated person cannot be able to get a job. A country that had made a constitution that an illiterate can be made a governor, an illiterate can be made a president, but an educated man might not even get admission into the university, let alone getting a job. What do they call it? They gave it the name quota system. And those of them in the southern part of Nigeria, they know about this quota system. Quota system is evil. It is in quota system that they institutionalize the injustice that is happening. When you see the northern telling that they are born to rule, the only thing that gave them the guts to call themselves born to rule is quota system. When you come to the normal level, there is no way a northern can be able to challenge someone from the south in education. It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. Northerners cannot challenge the southerners in education. When you are hearing all the time, you are hearing that in the US, that the Nigerian students are the most educated. Go and check. Who are they? Who are they? From which part of the country are they from? They are all from the southern part of Nigeria and the middle belt. Go and check the whole Nigerians that are making difference abroad. Those that are promoting that same one Nigeria, whom they are saying they are proud of. Go and check them abroad. Every one that is claiming that one Nigeria is making a difference, they are all from the southern part of Nigeria. But when you come to their own country, that country where they claim to be promoting, they are nobody. They are nobody. Illiterate is their leader. Somebody who doesn't even have passes common entrance. Somebody who doesn't have a WAEC result is leading them, and they feel it's okay. That is where we have found ourselves. That is the level we have found ourselves, and people think it's okay. The only man who has come out boldly to say that that will not continue is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu came out and said, enough is enough. We cannot continue to follow that evil. We cannot continue to listen to irresponsible and mediocres. We cannot continue. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu came and offered the solution, that the only solution is self-determination for Biafran people. He preached to us, he talked to us, every one of us wake up. And today, we are standing with him 101% talking about self-determination. He preached and preached and preached. Our Odua brothers bought into the idea. Today, our Odua brothers is protected, and they are asking for self-determination, undeterred. The middle brothers are asking for self-determination. Why is it so difficult for the caliphate to conduct this very referendum and let the people decide their fate? Even in the north, I have run into so many videos where the Hausas are campaigning, just the same way Biafrans are crying and campaigning. The Hausa people. I have run into some of their videos where the Hausa people are campaigning against this sinful and caliphate. People who are not even Nigeria, foreigners. Foreigners. British continue to sponsor these foreigners to take charge and control what happens. That is why you will see somebody, before your governor will become governor, he will go to Sokoto to pay allegiance to Sultan of Sokoto. Before your president will become the president, he will go to Sokoto. Sultan of Sokoto will be given instruction on what happens in the country of Nigeria. How many governors in the north have come to see Obi of Onitsha? How many governors in the north have come to visit the unimaginable of Calabar? How many governors in the north have come to visit the Oba of Benin? How many governors in the north have come and visit the Olu of Warri to come and take permission? You don't see that. But what you see every time is governors, every other governors running to Caliph, to Sultan of Sokoto. Every governor, including president, including House of Rep, including every single one of them, even up to local government chairman, they are always going to Sokoto to go and take permission. Until you go to Sokoto, they crown you before you can be able to be relevant in Nigeria politics. If the Sokoto Caliphate doesn't recognize you, you can never be relevant in Nigeria politics. That is why the Nigeria politics is evil. That is why you must not believe any politician, because nothing good will ever come out of them. As long as you are from the southern part of Nigeria, mainly the Biafran people, nothing good will ever come out of you. If you are genuine, you will never see the daylight in the politics. If you are a Biafran and you're genuine, you will never see the daylight. Go and see some of them who are participating, who are a little bit genuine. Look at Kingsley Moghalu. Kingsley Moghalu, with all his brilliance, with all that he has to offer, Kingsley Moghalu cannot even get a ticket in any political party in Nigeria. He can't. The two major political parties we have, they can never ever consider Kingsley Moghalu. It doesn't matter how he tries. He can speak all the grammar, make all the illustration, play all the gerrymandering. Let me tell you, Kingsley Moghalu can never ever have the ticket of these two major political parties. What does that tell you? That Nigeria can never ever work. At the end of the day, go and see the people that are parading. Is either they talk about Ojus Okaro, or they talk about Rochas Okoroso, they talk about Dave Umahi. Look at the people, the kind of people that are coming. Look at the kind of people that present themselves. Or they talk about Tinubu. They are talking about Tinubu. Look at the people they are bringing out. What does that tell you? When you look at all the pointers, you see that Nigeria is irredeemable. It's irredeemable and will never redeem. That is why Biafran people have decided that we will go home. We are going home. We are not stopping. Biafran, any place you are, prepare yourself. We are going home. And I will urge everybody that's watching from Biafra land, prepare yourself. We are going to the most difficult aspect of that very struggle. If you're abroad, pray for your brothers and sisters in Biafra land and advise them. If you're in Biafra land, if there is no need for you to go out, don't go out. Stay at home. If you don't have anything reasonable to do, stay at home. There's no point staying down late hours. Join the civil disobedience. If you're in Biafra land, join the civil disobedience. Sit at home on Sunday and on Monday. Stop giving your revenue to local government, state government, and federal government. Don't give your revenue to them. Economic sanctions have been activated. Join it. Support it. And from 15th onwards, if you have a brother, a sister, uncle that is one of these politicians, tell them that the time have come. Tell them that the time have come. The military that they have brought to our land, they should take them back. If they don't take those military out, we are going to take them themselves out. If they don't take the military out of Biafra land, we will chase them out of Biafra land. Every politician, none of them is exempted. Every politician, be a governor, be it a lawmaker, be it a House of Assembly member, whoever you are, you're a politician in Biafra land, you are part of the evil. And after 15th, if the military remain in Biafra land, we will chase you out of Biafra land. You think it's a joke? We know they never believe us. They never agree until when it starts happening. Biafran people are going to enforce it. Don't ask me who's going to do it. Biafran people will enforce it, and it's going to happen before your very eyes. I thank Chukwu Kabiama for everybody who has supported the ESN fundraising yesterday. It was awesome. Many people came and many people supported. I thank every Biafran that has supported us fundraising. Continue to support. Continue to support ESN. These are one of the legacies of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that he kept behind to protect you and I. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu established the ESN to protect you and I. And it is our responsibility to keep ESN flying. Thank every Biafran who has supported the ESN. Continue to support, not only on his fundraising day, on your own. The information are there. Pay into Umweri account on your own. Anytime that God blesses you. It is not all of us that have money at all time. People can have their blessing at a certain period of time. Anytime that God blesses you, go to Umweri account and pay your tithes to ESN. You are paying to God. When you are paying your tithe to ESN account, Umueri account, if you pay your tithe there, you are equally paying your God and you're serving your nation, saving the innocent, saving your land. You are paying to God, and God is going to bless you for that. Chukwu Okike Abiama will bless you for that. Support the ESN. Support the ESN through Umueri account. Continue to support. I appreciate everyone who have paid their role yesterday. Everybody has supported us very fundraising yesterday. Whatever you have given, no matter how small, no matter how big, I pray that Chukwu Okike Abiama will prosper you and replenish you in 100-folds. We will continue to fight until Biafra comes. No going back. Do not relent in your effort. Biafra is fast coming. It's fast coming. It's closer than ever. Don't take yourself out now. The train have left the station. If you have not joined, run faster and join the train. And for those of you who are falling out of the train, those of you who are falling out of line, you can still fall back. You can still fall back. Forget about the shame. Forget about the arrogance. Forget about the ignorance. Forget about the pride. Come back to your normal senses and do what you're supposed to do. Do what you're supposed to do. Continue to preach the real gospel. Support that which is good. Nobody's above mistake. You might have made mistake in the past by saying things that you're not supposed to do. Don't be ashamed. Sorry is just 5-letter word or 4-letter word. Just 5-letter word. Sorry. Just say sorry and move ahead. A very simple word, but very difficult for people to say. That is why you have to be very careful. Before you say about anything, before you speak about a man, before you attack a man, be sure of what you are talking about. Verify. If you're not sure, don't talk about it. It's not compulsory you must dive into every argument. It's not compulsory that you must speak about everything. It's not compulsory that you must dive into every argument. There's certain argument you will see, you ignore it and walk away. You must not engage in every argument so that you don't say sorry at last, because it is difficult for some people to open mouth and say sorry. And if you're one of those who are gifted to be able to say sorry, you are blessed. Some people can't say sorry. That is why whenever they go out of line, they will continue to go up to oblivion. They will continue to go unto oblivion. But for those who can say sorry, when they found out that they have made a mistake, they come back to their senses and retrace their step and follow the right direction. Nobody's above mistake. Some of our brothers, some of our wonderful brothers who have been fighting earnestly, who has made impact through their platform today, they have lost it. They have lost it. And they don't want to retrace. Some of them out of pride, some of them out of arrogance, some of them out of whatever I can explain. But I pray that Chukwu Okike Abiama will touch every one of them, touch their heart, so that they can come back and continue to pursue the right direction and follow the right step so that Biafra can come. May Chukwu Okike Abiama guide and protect every single person that is embarking on sit at home in Biafra land today. May Chukwu Okike Abiama guide and protect every Biafran that will embark on sit at home tomorrow being Monday. Tomorrow being Monday is going to be a lockdown, total lockdown in Biafra land. Total lockdown in Biafra, and that is what we want to see. Share the videos. If you have any video you can send it to me on my platform. Send the video privately. You can send it video. I have my WhatsApp number. You can send it to my WhatsApp number. You can send your videos so that I can be able to play. Is there any video you can get about the sit at home that's going to happen? Sit at home. When any video you have or any important issue, send the video so that we can share the video to the world. Let the world know what is happening. The conventional media cannot tell our story. It is you and I that will tell our story. They will not tell our story. If they tell our story, they cannot tell it on our own favor. They will not tell the truth. Obviously, they won't tell the truth. That is why we are coming out on daily basis broadcasting. See so many platforms talking about the plight of Biafran people. We are coming out because of the situation of things. We must have to tell the world the situation. We are not telling them that they will come and fight for us. We know they will not going to come. But we are telling them so that they will know. So that when we begin to take action, as we are going to do very soon, they will know that we said it. Self-defense is the right of every human being on the planet Earth. Biafran people have to defend themselves. Protect yourself, defend yourself by all means possible. Do not die like a coward. Die fighting. That is what Biafran people are moving into. From 15 onwards, it is not going to be business as usual. I pray that Chukwu Okike Abiama will guide and protect every one of us that is watching the video. Every hand that has shared this video, Chukwu Okike Abiama will protect you. You will not only see Biafra, you will walk into Biafra. Every hand that have shared this video, every hand that will preach the message of Biafra, you will see the end of this very trouble. You will walk into Biafra and celebrate Biafra. And Chukwu Okike Abiama will protect you. May Chukwu Okike Abiama guide and protect every Biafran wherever you are in the planet Earth. May Chukwu Okike Abiama guide and protect every Oduduwa person, people who are genuinely fighting for Oduduwa. Chukwu Okike Abiama will protect you and secure you. May Chukwu Okike Abiama guide and protect Sunday Igboho as he has been freed We pray that God should increase his strength, give him more wisdom and knowledge to continue to fight the battle to the end. He will never relent. We pray that Chukwu Okabia will guide and protect every indigenous tribe in the country called Nigeria that is genuinely fighting for their freedom. I pray that Chukwu Okabia will guide and protect our supreme leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Secure him, set him free from the hand of the enemy. Secure him. Any poison that has been injected into the body of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will never have effect. We pray that Chukwu Okabia will send doctors spiritually to continue to minister to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to continue to secure him. No evil formed or fashioned against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu shall prosper. No matter how they try, no matter where they plan it, no matter how they can never succeed. But remember, the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the freedom of Biafran people is in our hand. Only you and I can free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. No man born of a woman, no man on the planet, no organization can free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Even the lawyers cannot free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The judges cannot free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The caliphate cannot free him. International communities cannot free him. The people that will free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the ordinary people, you and I. How? Through civil disobedience. If we want Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be free, engage in the massive civil disobedience. When they say sit at home on Sunday, sit at home. Sit at home on Monday, sit at home. Economic sanction activated. Our brothers in the coastal region, please and please, we do not want the production of crude oil in that area to continue. We want you to shut down every production on that side. Shut it down. Shut them down. This is the time. The time is now. Shut it down as they are facing the pressure. As the Russia, they are having problems. Russia already have cut their own supply. Let us stop the supply from Biafra land. When we stop the supply from Biafra land, the international community will be forced to speak. It is time for action. We have talked a lot. We have cried enough. This is the time for us to act. And I pray that every Biafran, wherever you are, we will continue to do the right thing, do what you're supposed to do, and Chukwu Okabia will continue to start with us. Thank you so much for watching, wherever you're watching from. I thank you all for supporting. I thank you all for your comments. I thank you. Each time I come on the platform, you can join me so that we can be able to share views. Anytime you want to join me, you can come in and speak your mind. You can come in and air your own opinion. But when you're coming in, you keep your phone parallel. Keep your phone this way. Don't keep your phone straight. When you keep your phone straight, you cannot be able to connect. But when you keep your phone parallel, you can be able to join me on the platform and give your opinion. You are free to come in anytime and add your opinion, say your own view, ask your question, make your suggestions. Every one of us have something that Chukwu Okabia have placed in us. Nobody knows it all. Nobody knows it all. Every one of us have a contribution to make. That is why anytime you have opportunity to make a contribution, make that contribution. People are listening. People are watching. People are listening. When you say that one that Chukwu Okabia permits you, people will take it and run with it. It is Chukwu Okabia that will water every word that you speak. Chukwu Okabia will water it. But if it is one that will not work, as soon as you finish speaking that word, it will die a natural death. We don't need to fight about it. We don't need to throw blow about it. Allow everybody who is genuinely fighting for freedom, fighting for the restoration of Biafra, to continue the fight. Support every platform that is genuinely fighting for the struggle of Biafra, for our freedom. Every one of us want freedom. That is where we all meet. If you have not joined my YouTube channel, join me on my YouTube channel. I have a YouTube channel, Chooks for Survival. Chooks Survival channel on YouTube. You can join it. Later, maybe within the next 1 hour, I will be having a live stream on my YouTube channel, and I will post it also on this page. I'll be having a live stream on my YouTube channel, Chooks Survival. In the next 1 hour, I'll be broadcasting there. I also have another page which is called Chooks for Survival. On Chooks for Survival, that is where I share some critical videos. That is where I make illustrations. I share videos, show you example. You will see videos of what we are saying. You will see some of the videos I cannot share it on this platform because of the restriction and attacks that is coming on this platform. So I share those videos on Chooks for Survival page. So you can follow me on Chooks for Survival page also. Follow me on YouTube, Chooks Survival YouTube. Follow me at all times. I will always stand with Biafra, standing for the truth and nothing but the truth. As long as you are speaking with the truth, I stand with you. I don't care where you're coming from. As long as you're making a suggestion that is going to bring Biafra, bring Mazi Nnamdi Kanu out, I follow you, I stand with you. But when you stand against the progress of Biafra, stand against the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I stand against you. I pray that Chukwu Okabia will guide and protect every one of us. See you tomorrow by the special grace of Chukwu Okabia. Thank you and remember blessed. Bye-bye.